Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ian Preston here on my second channel. Excuse me. Hey guys, it's Ian Preston here on my first channel, Ian Preston, and welcome back to another Cobra Kai video, and it's just an explaining video. I wanted to make some valid points because I did comment on some clips of these. And someone did reply, yep, Miguel is technically Allie. Well, I don't know, technically, he was like her, but anyway. Remember at the end of December 19th, where Daniel says bye to Allie, and remember how she got them to stop fighting? And at the end of season 3, episode 10, December 19th, remember that, guys? Well, I can tell you this. In season 4, sorry, my hand is right here. In season 4, apparently, we season 4 they fight again. Johnny and Daniel fight again. I guess they're usually pretty much never done with this and all. And hang on, sorry. And apparently Daniel and Johnny they end up, the feud starts back up throughout season 4. They end up taking their separate ways at the end of season 4, episode 5, match point. And eventually they still argue here and there, and then eventually they do make up in season 5, episode 10, The Rise, and then eventually they get into a fight again at the end of season 6, episode 5, match point. And then after Daniel hits him, Johnny tells him, quiet, after the Sekai Taikai, you and I, we are done for good. I'm never talking to you again. And throughout season 6, part 2, I feel like I don't know why Daniel has to be his freaking babysitter and all. But other than that, sorry, just sometimes it hurts my hand a little bit to hold this camera while I'm filming. And apparently, Daniel and Johnny, they still get into their fights throughout season 6, part 2, and I guess Sam tried to tell him he probably isn't here because of you when she didn't know that he was in deep trouble. And then when he was kidnapped, and she said, you keep disrespecting him and all. Sam does make a valid point. She did try to get him to see that, and I guess Johnny was starting to feel regretful, and then eventually during that argument in the locker room scene, and eventually thanks to Devin saying, maybe this ain't bull crap after all, is what she was, or bull s after all, is what this ain't BS after all, after Devin admitted to Johnny what she did to Kenny. And Johnny, I guess eventually him and Daniel do come together during season 6, part 2, but then eventually they get into an argument again in season 6, episode 10, you and Jongdo. And then this is the guy that finally decides to end their feud once and for all. That's Miguel Diaz. He decides to end their feud once and for all. And this is why he's the GOAT. He's really the one that ended their feud, actually, when he puts them in their places and motivates them, gets them to stop and quit letting their issues with their senseis, with this and that, and he's the one that motivates them. This is why he's the GOAT. And he's the one. Yes, and I'm sure Allie or Lisa Shu was impressed that Daniel decided to be Johnny's sensei at the end of season 6, and also really funny at he's like being his tormentor's sensei now, and he's one of his Okinawan assassin is his co-sensei now. Chosen is, and also I think Barnes, his other tormentor, was also his sensei, his co-sensei Mike Barnes. But anyway, let's get to apparently Allie didn't really end the feud between Johnny and Daniel in season 3. She paused it. She just paused it. She tried, but cause she's like 1 point Mills winner. But the real winner, I think, of all of this is Miguel Diaz, because he's the one that really is the one that ended the feud between Johnny and Daniel, because yeah, literally, because they start back up in season 4 and then ended and then come back up in season 6, and then he's the one that finally finishes their feud. Yeah, literally, he's the one that did it. Allie just paused it, but so technically, I'm sorry to say this, I do like Allie and all, but double point to Miguel, so double point Miguel. Actually, yeah, hang on. Actually, triple point Miguel Diaz. Miguel Diaz is actually the winner. Even though he wasn't around in 84 yet, a triple point Diaz. Diaz is the winner actually, because he's the one that ended their feud. I think Mills just paused it, but she tried. She tried. I was always wondering how the actress reacted to this. You know, how Lisa Shu, the play Dally, I wonder how she reacted to their feud going back up in season 4 and season 6. Hold on. Yeah. So, but anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Thumbnail is going to be pretty interesting for this. And you know what else I think? I think here's some other points. I think that when Kreese and Johnny made up, I think after John Kreese says, "I wish I could do something to make it up to you," when he was looking like this, and then he should have had a little flashback of Stingray telling him, "Cobra Kai, that's your legacy, man." That should have been a brief flashback of him remembering what Stingray told him, and also really cool. You know how Silver said Daniel always had some Cobra Kai in him? Well, when he motivated him when he was fighting Wolf, it was time. This time it was time for him to let out that Cobra Kai, some of that Cobra Kai that's always been inside of him, out. It was time to let out that Cobra Kai that's always been inside of him. Yep. And that's a good thing that it always has been in him. And Kreese was right. The world did need Cobra Kai, and um, Johnny was gonna thank him for this someday. And I guess Daniel was kind of wrong saying we're all better off without Cobra Kai. They still had trust issues though throughout the show, but they managed to work it out. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys with my points of what I saw. Thank you guys. Oh, and you know what's funny is that if Winnie Taylor and Chosen could have been a thing, Chosen could have been Moon's stepdad or something. But anyway, if you guys are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell, check out Ian Preston Reviews, which is my second channel. Link will be in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Love y'all. Cobra Kai never dies.